equation of a circle. So here we have the equation of a straight line and we have the equation of a circle, and we have to find the coordinates of intersection. Now, if the straight line intersects the circle at one point, it's like a tangent, 1 point here. If the straight line intersects the circle at 2 points, right, it means that the straight line is going through the circle and it intersects the circle at 2 points. So we have the equation of the line here. That is not the general form of the equation of the line, but it's still the equation of the line. And we have the equation of the circle here. Similarly, it's not the general form for equation of the circle, but it's still the equation of the circle. So I'm going to use the equation of the line, and we are going to apply substitution method in simultaneous equation. If you are hazy on simultaneous equation, you can check out my video to be more familiar with it. All right, so we have 4y equals 5x plus 17. Right, so y is 5x plus 17 divided by 4. So let me write down the equation of the circle now. Right, this equation of the circle right here. So I'm going to substitute y into this equation. So wherever I'm seeing y, I'm putting 5x plus 17 divided by 4. So I have x squared plus minus 12 equal to 0. So I have y here, 5x plus 17 over 4. I have y here, 5x plus 17 over 4. Now this looks a little complicated, but it's not that complicated, right? Once you know what you're doing, it's not all that complicated. So we have x squared plus, so I'm going to deal with this square. I'm going to square the numerator and I'm going to square the denominator, right? So you can check out my expansion of brackets video for further explanation on how I'm going to square the numerator and denominator, because I'm not going to go into too much detail, all right? So 5 squared is 25, x squared, right? Plus 5x multiplied by 17 multiplied by 2. That is equal to 170x plus 17 squared is equal to 289, and all that over 4 squared is 16, right? Once I square 5x, I get 25x squared. 5x times 17 times 2 is 170x. When you square 17, you get 289. The square of 4 is 16. All right, check out that expansion of brackets video, right? So I put on plus 10x, right? And plus, now this is a nice thing that happening here. This cancels off with that. So I can simply write 5x plus 17 minus 12, right? The next thing I will do is get rid of the 16. Now, to get rid of the 16, it simply means that if I multiply everything here by 16, it will get rid of this denominator, 16, and 0 times 16 is 0. Just put a plug there one time. And also, if you had, sometimes you are given, when you may not have it easily, like to cancel off here. So let's assume you had over 4, and let's assume you had over 4 here, and you expand the numerator bracket, right? When you multiply everything by 16, you'll have to say 16 multiplied by a quarter, or 16 over 4, and you'll be able to, you'll get 4, right? You'll just be able to simplify. So that is just a reminder, right? So a hint assuming that that is the way the question came. So continuing with this question here, if I multiply everything by 16, I like to change up the colors a little bit. Right. I will have 16x squared plus, because 16 times 1 is 16. 16 times, well, times 16 over 16, we cancel out. 25x squared plus 170x plus 289 plus 16 times 10 is 160. X plus 16 times 5 is 80. Go back the x plus, I should have said 10x plus 5x is 15x, and then just say 15 times 16, and you get 240, right? Because 160 plus 80 is 240. So in this case, rather than do the long, you go the long road, I'll say 17 minus 12 is 5, and multiply that by 16, you get 80, and that is equal to 0. Right? Just showing you too much working is not necessarily a good thing sometimes, right? It opens you up to making some errors, right? Let's continue. So we have 16x squared plus, I'm going to add all the x squared. So 16x squared plus 25x squared. So 16 plus 25 is 41x squared. All right. I'm going to look for all the x's. 170 plus 160. Anything else? Plus ET. That is 410. And let's look for the constants now. So 289 plus ET. That is, so just have an x here, plus 369. That is equal to 0. Remember, when I was multiplying everything by 16, 16 times 0 is 0. So that's why I have this 0 here. Right? Whatever you do on one side, you have to do on the other side. 289 plus ET is 369. Now, this huge number you have here, well, we have here, when you're factorizing it, because we want to find out what the values for x is. So when you factorize it, before you factorize it, see if you can get a number to go into everything here, so you get a smaller equation. So I'm going to try 41, right? Right, so 41 to 41, 1, 41 into 410 is 10. I try 369 divided by 41 is 9. Things smoothing up here. So if I divide everything by 41, I will get 1x squared plus 10x plus 9, and that is equal to 0. See, this looks so much simpler than working with this. Do not try to work with this. Always try to simplify to its lowest term. Right? Use HCF to see what's the highest number that could go into all of these numbers to make your life easier. All right. Make your life easier. The question's already challenging by itself, so make your life easier when you can. So 1 times 9 is 9. Factorizing. 3 in lowest common, well, LCM, 3 into 9 is 3. 3 into 3 is 1. 1 into 1, 1. We need two numbers on the other subtract, and we get 10. So you can check out my factorization video to get a better understanding of what I'm doing here. So this part here is factorization, all right? So if I multiply these two numbers, I get 9, and I use this number. So 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. right? So when we factorize, we get x plus 9, x plus 1 equals 0. So x plus 9 equals 0, x is equal to -9. Well, I say x1 because that's the first x I found. If somebody use x plus 1 and they say x is equal to -1, well, x1, that is their x1. So this is the first x I found, that's why I put x1. So x plus 1 equals 0, x2 is equal to -1, right? So we have our x, we have our x here. Now, see, now we've seen we have two x values. It simply means that we are more looking at this here. The straight line is going through this circle at 2 points. 2 points. If we have two x values, it means we will get two coordinates, right? So now, since we found out what the x values are, we have to find out what is the corresponding y values. So let me get some room. Right, so since y is equal to 5x plus 17 over 4, right? So when x1 is equal to -9, y1 is equal to 5 by -9 plus 17 over 4. Let me make sure this -9 written a little more presentable. It's -28 divided by 4, which is -7. So y1 is equal to -7. So if I say x1, y1, I will say -9, -7. That's the first one. So when x2 is equal to -1, y2 is equal to 5, open bracket, -1 plus 17 divided by 4. And you will get 3. So here we have x2, y2, and that is -1, 3. Right? So we have our first set of coordinates and our second set of coordinates. So that's it for equation of a circle in relation to finding the coordinates of the intersection.